Hello everybody and welcome to this Math for Physics tutorial. And in this set of tutorials, I will be giving a mid-level to advanced level introduction to the math tools you will need for a calculus-based physics course. Now, I will try to be as clear as possible and give as detailed explanations as possible, just so that you are aware of the level of math you will require for an actual course. And in this video, I will give a brief outline of what the plan is for these tutorials. The topics I will cover will be about the most basic concepts with a few examples and tips. Now, the first topic I will cover will be about handling numbers. So in real life and for applications, we actually need to give quantitative answers. So knowing how to deal with numbers is crucial. Now, using the numbers properly can, of course, mean the difference between life and death or millions of dollars for a company. So the specific topics we are going to look at are about the different types of numbers and how to deal with them. We're also going to have a look at how to round numbers using significant figures and decimal places. And in this place, this is where you have to be really careful since we're going to use this a lot. Then we're going to look at how to use scientific notation and simplify numbers. And those will be basically the topics covered in the first video. In the second video, I will cover algebra. Now, algebra is the most basic branch of math that anybody needs to do basic physics. Now, for these courses, most of the time you can get along without knowing calculus, but it is mandatory to at least know some algebra. The topics I will be covering specifically will be solving for x in different types of equations. In particular, we will be interested in linear equations and the solution to the quadratic equation that appears everywhere. I will also take a little while to talk about functions with multiple variables and how to plug in the numbers into the variables. That is surprisingly one of the most difficult parts for people to understand. I will also talk somewhat about inequalities, since most of the physical theories are limited to a range of parameters. And it is at least good to know somewhat about inequalities. Next, comes the dreaded calculus lessons, and I will try not to be very mathematical in this part, but rather show the applications. However, knowing how to get some results will prove useful in the future. The specific topics I will cover from calculus will be the following. I will cover some trigonometric functions and identities, and in this particular topic is useful since it will allow us to simplify problems and how trigonometric functions appear basically everywhere in physics. They appear in kinetics, rotational motion, simple harmonic motion, waves, you name it. So it's always good to have some knowledge in trigonometry. I will also cover basic differential calculus. Now, differential calculus was the first branch of classic calculus to be developed and was specifically invented for physics. So it is important to at least know how it works. The last topic of calculus I will be covering will be integral calculus. Now, integral calculus is as important as differential calculus, but it is usually harder since most of the times we do not know if an integral exists. However, most of the time we will be dealing with integrals that are well defined and we will be able to do, and there will be no problem at all in getting results from those. And finally, I will go into perhaps the most hated topic by students, and it is the one of vectors. Now, most of physics is studied in terms of vectors, and it is unavoidable to have to learn and dominate, at least the basic concepts of vectors. And in particular, I will be talking about vectors in 1, 2, and 3 dimensions, the dot product and the cross product between two vectors. And finally, I will be talking in this same video about plotting functions and vectors and plotting vectors as functions. That is not quite a topic that has to do with vectors, but this video should be brief enough to talk about the tools for plotting and how this can help to solve problems. So I hope that you find these videos useful, and I will see you in the videos next time. Bye-bye.